Awiti. Have yourself a fantastic night. All right, and continuing on, in between the lines of the Kenya budget for the fiscal year 2021 and 2022 is the IMF fine print of conditions the country has to adhere to if it is to receive support from the international lender. Here's Noah Kipkemboi pointing out some of the nitty-gritties.
When Kenya hit rock bottom due to heavy debt burden, it reached out to lender, the International Monetary Fund, to step in and assist through conditional financing. After reaching a staff-level agreement on the first review of Extended Fund Facility and Extended Credit Facility for Kenya last month, IMF staff commended the authorities' decisive policy actions to contain the COVID-19 outbreak. This featured in the budget.
To enhance vaccines and immunization program, we've set aside Kenya 3.9 billion. Further, Mr. Speaker, we propose an additional Kenya 14.3 billion for purchase of COVID-19 vaccines and related expenditure in the course of the financial 2021-2022.
Central in the reforms expected by the IMF touch on relooking into the state-run corporations, with the team commending that the authorities are also developing a strategy to assess and manage risks to the budget from state-owned enterprises, leveraging results of their ongoing financial evaluations of those firms facing the greatest challenges.
In the interim, the government provided financial support to strategic institutions including Kenya Airways, Kenya Power and Lighting Company, and Postal Corporations of Kenya, which were indeed in dire need of cash to meet critical obligations. Mr. Speaker, we have developed a robust information management system to strengthen the statutory role of the National Treasury in financial and operational oversight, as well as the financial risk analysis for state corporations.
The fight against graft in government has also been on the IMF's radar, with the lender saying the government is working on strengthening public accountability. In the budget, Ukur Yatani plans to utilize technology to fulfill his end of the bargain with IMF through an end-to-end electronic procurement system.
31st December 2021 will be the final date for rolling out the electronic government procurement system and therefore discontinuation of the manual procurement processes. In this regard, the government will realize savings as a result of greater efficiency, reduce operational costs, enhance transparency and accountability through increased bidding participation.
The financial year 2021-2022 budget proposal is being aligned with the authorities' ambitious multi-year plan to reduce debt-related vulnerabilities, and it secures resources to support social spending. A statement from the IMF further reflected on Treasury's plan to reduce the budget deficit, thus scaling down on borrowing to top up the budget.
Under this program, we plan to reduce the level of fiscal deficit from 8.7% of GDP in the current budget to 7.5% of GDP in the financial 2021-22, and further to 3.6% of GDP in the financial year 2024-25. This will be a 5.1% reduction in fiscal deficit over the next 4 years, thereby slowing the annual growth of debt.
Kenya is set to receive 44 billion shillings, being the second payment of the overall 252 billion shillings IMF loan approved in April, which will help in bridging the projected 929.7 billion shillings deficit for the fiscal year 2021-2022. Noah Kipkemboi, KTN News.
All right, in a bid to encourage transformative reform